This is an improved air seal spinning machine. I will describe its operational and constructional details. This is a U-shaped frame. These are two parallel members. The parallel members are 56 centimeter in length, and breadth of this machine is 28 centimeter. This base member has a hole where a nut bolt can be screwed in. Three systems are mounted on the U-shaped frame. One is straddle system, another is spinning system, and third one is the swift system. This is the straddle. The length of the straddle is 37 centimeter. The width is 12 centimeter and 3 centimeter in thickness. A rod has been inserted from the 24 centimeter from the top here and leaving 13 centimeter from the other side. The rod is mounted on both sides by two bushings. The bushings are mounted 5 centimeter above the upper surface of the two parallel bars and 8 centimeter from the inside of these two members from the to the rod here, the parallel side, from 8 centimeter from this place to this place. The weight of the straddle is 650 gram, and in this part there is a pitman rod. Pitman rod is mounted on a bushing and a ball, iron ball, where it moves about 30 degree all around. And the other end of the pitman rod is fixed with the ball bearing case crank. This is a spinning system. And all the components are mounted in the vertical member. The vertical member is 90 centimeter in length and 10 centimeter in breadth, 3 centimeter in thickness. It is passed through the base plate and it is tightened by two packs alternatively, and it's also fixed by two base and the clamp, the base plate and the vertical member. The height of this clamp is 15 centimeter, and to remove and to dismantle this machine, this has to be opened, unlocked, and this pack, two packs has to be removed. Apart from this pitman rod. Pitman rod, this knot has to be loosened and it will be dismantled very comfortably. And this will help in transportation. This is a band wheel. The band wheel is 410 mm in diameter and 910 gram in weight. It is connected, the pitman rod is connected by a nut bolt to the middle of this band wheel, and the band wheel is the main driving force of the entire machine. Two 8 mm non-rusted rods are mounted in the vertical member at the height of 57 centimeter and 67.5 centimeter, and the bloster is mounted at 62.25 centimeter from the upper surface of the base plate. And the bloster, in the bloster case, one spindle is mounted here. This is a spindle, and the brakes. This is a spindle brake. Spindle brake is maintained to keep this at the two collars in between the two collars of the spindle harp. And this will, and the entire system, the 8 mm rod, these two rods and the spindle are mounted at 5 degree above parallel to the vertical member. And this will help in keeping the spindle harp and the spindle towards the base member. During spinning, it may come out. So while it will come out, then there will be a friction. There will be a friction, it gives sound, and in this condition, the treadle pressure is more. So a person has to give more energy, has to lose more energy in that case. Apart from this, if it will come out, then vibration is more. The vibration is more, that means energy requirement will be more. Thirdly, it gives noise, and under this condition our device, there is no noise, no vibration, and there is no friction between the two collars of the harps and the spindle brake. If it touches, then it will go out of order in a very short period of time. So generally it happens in all other air spinning machine. But in our device, we have eliminated all these things. And that is why it is long life. Otherwise it will remain idle after a short period of time. This is a ring tray. The ring tray has a 56 centimeter diameter hole where this ring is inserted. And the other side, it has been held by a holder. And the ring contains a traveler. This is the traveler, and it is mounted in two bushings. The two bushings are mounted in two rods for easy moving. And in the lower bushings, we'll have cut a small depression where the this rod is exposed. In this condition, suppose we'll leave in this such, during spinning, it gives some sound. So to remove this sound, and we have placed a ring clip. The ring clip is inserted in this way, and that it will help in keeping the ring tray fixed, and it will remove the sound during spinning. On the other hand, we'll just press it a little bit and keep the ring tray gradually in the upper side, from the inner side to the outer. So in that case, generally the spinning starts from the booster side and gradually it becomes coming out here. So all the spinning material and the yarn will be evenly distributed over the bobbin. This is a C-shaped frame, and it holds both the end of this rod, and it does not allow to move, or it's having any effect on the rod. This is a lappet hook and is a lappet guide. The lappet hook is fixed in between the two washers, and the inside is one is the ring spring. The ring spring gives some tension not to move the lappet guide during spinning. The lappet hook can give bring it this side or that side, just to bring out the bobbin. To bring out the bobbin, will keep like this and bring it out, and the entire material is unwound. And after unwinding, we have to push it back to the original position over the spindle. And we'll bring this lappet hook at the center of the this or the parallel to the spindle. It is very easy. So it is now it is in the parallel to the lappet hook and the bobbin. After this we will push it again. Three groove step pulley having a diameter of 35 mm, 96 mm and 126 mm diameter step pulley is mounted at the vertical member at the height of 79 cm from the base plate. The 35 mm diameter step pulley is connected by a belt with the band wheel, whereas the 96 mm diameter step pulley is connected to the hub by a belt, and another the 126 mm diameter step pulley can also be mounted with this hub, but at a time one bell can be used. While using the 126 mm diameter groove to the hull, the RPM will be 3200 per minute, considering the band wheel moves at 50 times per minute. On the other hand, the 96 mm groove connected with the hull and it moves 2441 times, that means 2441 RPM of the spindle, and this is the weft yarn can be produced easily in this groove. On the other hand, the 126 mm diameter step pulley produces better watt yarn in this device. So at the same pedal speed, the two warp and weft yarn can be produced, considering the pedal movement is 50 times in a minute. While moving 3200 RPM, so if the spindle brake touches the groove and this collar, in 1 hour it will move about 192,000 times, and that is enough to damage this brake. And in one day how much rotation will take place, one can imagine. So we have eliminated this defect, and it gives a long life with this device. This is a Swift. The Swift is 35 centimeter in length and 8 centimeter in diameter, and there are two dishes. One is this, other is this. There is a hole to pass the rod through this hole, and the handcarding AD material are rolled over this Swift, and 500 grams of handcarding AD sliver can be placed over this Swift. The Swift is placed through this hole of the two dishes, and it is generally fixed in a L-shaped frame, and it is tightened. And this has a facilities to move and to roll nearer or to the away from the spinners as requirement of the spinner. And this can be placed in the left hand side to the right hand side very comfortably by opening a nut and bolt by hand. The Swift system can be moved from one place to the other, or the left hand side to the right hand side by removing this one, and again it can be placed here and back. But it is tight and keep in this way. So and it can move at the desired movement of this spinner. This yarn is passed through this traveler. This is the traveler of the ring, and from the yarn comes through the traveler to the lappet guide of this lappet hook. Again, it is the carding material. It is joined with this carding material. Now we can gradually go for the spinning. The treadle grip pressure to the band wheel, and the band wheel move the 3-step groove step wheel, and step wheel with the belt it will move the groove, this hard, and hard movement will create more rotation of the spindle, and thus the spinning is gradually done with this help of this treadle, band wheel and 3-step wheel and the groove. The hand carding material is brought out by one hand, the other hand with the help of this other hand with the finger, the spinning starts. The spinning, when spinning starts, it keeps some position in this way. Of course, I am not a very trained spinner, even then I try to understand and show the spinning system. This introduction of this Swift is very important in this device because it produces jointless filament, and the twist per inches is almost uniform. Thirdly, it reduces about 5 hours of time to produce 1 kg of yarn than the other devices. The joining of filaments of each cocoon, it takes about 5 seconds, and to join 3500 of cocoon it requires about 5 hours. So without joining we can reduce the time and gain 5 hours of time to produce 1 kg of the yarn. On the other hand, with this 50 rpm of this band wheel, we can get the warp and weft yarn. And thirdly, this yarn is, the machine is so swift, simple, and so it can go by any age of people and without exhaustion. Most of the devices, the belt is a problem. Belt is mostly synthetic. If it goes out of order, the machine remain idle. So these our devices, the belt are this of this nature. It is very simple and less costly. Every in the market it is available. It costs about 20 rupees and it produces 12 numbers of the belt. And it is 4 rupees. It produces about 15 numbers of belt here to inside here. So it is, anyway, it is very available and less costly. And thank you.